Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector, and in this segment of Masters of the Universe, I am showcasing the Masterverse, new Eternia Sy-Klone. Now, I gotta tell you, this is one of the reasons I was more compelled to jump into this line because I was like, dang, this thing looks so good. I know it looks very different from the vintage, but for me in the most pleasant way, just so to differentiate between um he doesn't look plain, he looks good, so distinguished, so different, not to be mistaken with anything. Because I remember back then I was like, he looks like He-Man except he's blue in the face. Back then, OG style, right? But I did have him, and he was one of my favorites because I got to clothesline other characters back then with his gimmick. Between him and too bad they had epic battles against each other. Cyclone, heroic fist-flinging tornado. The gale force winds of New Eternia blast across a decimated planet with the storm's herald Cyclone at the helm. Yeah, I always like. Well, now that he's got all this fancy stuff going on, he looks really good. The classics version was pretty good too. It came with this giant disc of a thing, but this one looks good. He's got all sorts of different markings on him. Okay. Yep. Pretty excited about this. I've been really wanting to mess with this, but I've kind of held off. But here we go. Of course, the instructions, the shield, and all the things that you're supposed to do. Place you can put the shield, different accessories, the mask, alternate fists. Pretty cool. And of course, here we are. I know this is part of the game, guys, but I figured in case there was any damage or whatever that you guys see, that it came damaged in package versus people thinking that I damaged it. Or you could see if I damaged it. It's all to protect myself. I mean, so yeah, I think did this not cut all the way. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Push. There you go. All right. Yeah, so my skirt's all, the loincloth skirt's a little on the side. It's all right. Nothing a heat gun can't somehow fix at some point, right? Dang, I like his chest. Back then it was just this lenticular thing, and when you had the back, you would just spin around. His shield is translucent now, transparent, translucent, right? Really cool. Yeah, back then that was the only thing that he had, and he had flary arms. He had flares in his arms, but I'm glad that the flares look different now. They look better. All right, so let's see. I guess you could put the flare on his arms if you wanted. Where's his mask? There you go. Kind of cool. You give him that. They gave him a real Asian kind of like feel. I'm not sure how this fits in. Do we got to take the helmet off first before putting it on? Interesting. I'm not sure, folks. It looks like you're supposed to tuck it in his well, based on the pictures and the thing, yeah, it looks like you're supposed to tuck it in. Okay, so good. It does. tuck in. But the face sculpt is actually kind of cool. But now he looks like a ninja. Dang, he's got a lot of extra black here that's not supposed to be. It's all right. Nothing that a little scrape can't fix, but yeah. And he's got his fists. It makes sense for him to have fists instead of open hands or like gripping hands. Especially since he doesn't have nothing to grip really. So this is a good look. All right, now you can put this on his shield. So now he looks like he's doing some damage with his shield. Yeah, his shield looks really good. Well, you could also put a shield in his back. See if it looks weird with the fire in behind. Nah, actually looks kind of cool. But should be down instead of up. I mean, I don't know. Either way, there you go. We'll put it in his arms. Yeah, he looks good. His joints are a little on the tight side. I love his color scheme. I love his boots. Yeah, he's very accurate very close to accurate in the spirit of what he was in the thing. His body's a little on the slim side though, which I could appreciate because again, not everybody should be as buff as He-Man. You know what I'm saying? Or built, however you guys want to say it. But I'm an '80s kid. From my understanding, as a kid, that's what we used to say. Buff. He's buff. Yeah. And I always thought that these guys would be the homies because they look like cosmic characters, you know. But instead, he's more of a Antoine Gar guy now since the thing, and now he looks more like he'd be more homies with Roboto. This Roboto looks great. So now the cyborgs are hanging out. You know what I'm saying? You got him, Mechanic. Look at this, the cyborg set, cyborg team up set. That's a gosh dang win, folks. All of them look kind of great together. You got Manny Faces. Yeah, looking, very machine-esque. So now the squad is up. Heroic Masters. I kind of need me a new Eternia Clamp Champ now. An Extendar and all the others, really. Yeah. It's looking good. I regret not being in this line much sooner, as you guys already heard me say multiple times, but look at how it's looking. This team is looking really, really great. It's kind of weird that I know that you guys would probably want to see, Man at Arms in this squad, but Man at Arms to me just seems to be that guy who belongs more with the first wave of dudes, you know what I mean? But here he is in case, you wanted to see him join up. But yeah, these are the Team He-Man guys, the rest of the Masters. Yeah, and you got Cosmic Zodak to go with them too. So it's this new Eternia version of stuff, just so good put together. I love this. This whole line is just starting to look come together pretty well. You know what I mean? Just Sheesh. I can't think of any other heroes that they need to make other than what Clamp Champ, Extendar, and the Comet um, uh, soldiers. You know what I mean? Rockon and Stondar, and the Rotoids, right? The Rotar and Twistoid. Mossman, I guess, and Rio Blast. And so yeah, I guess there is quite a few still to do on the heroic end. And if they still got time, I hope they're able to do a Black Zodak, which is from the 2000 X line. I really want that version. He looks so good in the 2000 X cartoon. I think they should find a way to incorporate him into New Eternia. So yeah, I'm glad that he, Sy-Klone just seems to blend in with the rest of the homies. You know what I mean? So I think it's a win. Um, I guess the final test should be just the fist, real quick, right? Um, I don't know how hard it would be to take them off, but we'll see. So not very hard. You hear it in the background, just kind of flip, flip. I just had to keep it closer to the vest. Yeah. And this is more appropriate since he never really carried anything other than his fists as a toy OG in the OG toy. So yeah, now he's ready to just punch everyone's lights out like he was originally, back then. Yeah, but if you notice, he just seems a little more slim than the rest, which I don't really have that much of a problem with, to be honest. I'm kind of curious if I would go this way instead of the other way. Like, nah, I guess this is supposed to be in the bottom. It's weird. Yeah. I'm ready to punch. This is a great addition, guys. He looks so good. When I do the thumbnail, his skirt's not going to look like this because I'm going to heat gun it. So, all right, folks. But that is all I got for this segment of Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse Sy-Klone, New Eternia Sy-Klone Edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.